Take this rubbish food away from here. Look how old and ugly you look. You don't fit my success. I need a younger girl.
I gave my all to my husband because I genuinely loved him. But he turned his back against me and he chose his side chick. People think they know my story, but they only saw the ending. Let me tell you how it really began. I remember when it was just me and Chinedu. No money, no connections, no comfort, just two people sitting inside a small roadside buka in Lagos, sharing one plate of food like it was a feast. We laughed a lot back then. We believed in each other. I believed in him more than I believed in myself. When he got that job interview, he didn't even have transport money. I went inside, brought out my only gold jewelry, my mother's, and placed it in his hands. Go, I told him. Don't worry about me. I watched him leave that day with hope in his eyes, and I felt very proud. When he came back with good news, he held me so tight like I was his good luck charm. And maybe I was. We got married in a small traditional ceremony. Nothing fancy, no luxury decorations, just love, family, and dreams bigger than our reality. Then I gave birth to our son, Kelechi. That was when my life changed. Motherhood is beautiful, but it is also heavy. Sleepless nights, feeding, cleaning, carrying, giving everything of yourself until you don't even recognize your own reflection anymore. I didn't notice when I stopped taking care of myself. I didn't notice when Chinedu started looking at me differently. While I was at home raising our son, he was rising in the world, promotion after promotion, new suits, new friends, new life. And slowly, I became part of his past. Then came Sonia. I didn't know her at first, but I started noticing things. A strange perfume on his shirt, late nights, smells at his phone that he never gave to me anymore. One day, I stood in our bedroom holding his shirt, and I just knew. Still, I stayed quiet. I kept hoping my husband would remember who I was to him, but he didn't. Instead, he sat me down one evening and said the words that broke something inside me. You don't fit my status anymore. Just like that. After everything. I didn't shout. I didn't beg. That night, I sat on the floor beside my sleeping son, crying so quietly that even my pain felt invisible. I remember looking at myself in the mirror later. Tired face, messy hair, a body I didn't even recognize. I asked myself one question. Is this how my story ends? And something inside me answered, no. The next morning, I wiped my tears and opened an old folder of my certificates. That same dreams I buried when I chose family. I picked them back up. I started applying for jobs, sitting at a small table, typing, hoping, praying. Some days I felt like giving up, but then I would look at Kelechi and keep going. Then one morning, my phone rang. Hello, is this Ngozi? When they said I got the job, I screamed. I laughed. I cried. My son hugged my leg, laughing with me like he understood everything. That was the day I started coming back to life. I walked into my new office shaking, but very proud. Then I did something for myself. I went to the gym. At first, it was very hard. My body ached. I wanted to quit, but every drop of sweat felt like I was washing away pain. Months passed. One day, I stood in front of the mirror again. This time, I didn't cry. I smiled, not because I had become perfect, but because I had become very strong. While I was rebuilding myself, Chinedu was busy destroying himself. Sonia wasn't in love with him. I could see it clearly now. She loved what he could give, the expensive gifts, the luxury lifestyle. And when the money started finishing, so did her love. The day he lost his job was the day everything fell apart for him. Sonia left him, blocked him, disappeared like she was never there. And suddenly, he remembered me. Of course he did. I opened my door one evening and there he was, Chinedu. The same man who once told me I wasn't enough, standing there, broken. When he looked at me, I saw the shock in his eyes because I was no longer the woman he left behind. I was better, stronger, at peace. He knelt down, crying, begging, "Ngozi, please, forgive me. I need you." I listened. I felt nothing. No anger, no pain, just clarity. "I forgive you," I told him calmly. But I did not forget. He kept crying. But I was done. I have moved on. And then I did something I never thought I would have had the strength to do. I closed the door gently, not with hate, but with peace. Inside, my son was waiting for me, my real love, my real blessing, my real life. Today, I wake up in a beautiful home. I laugh freely. I walk with confidence. I live without fear. And somewhere out there, Chinedu lives with regret. But that is no longer my burden because my story did not end when he left me. That was where it truly began. I am Ngozi and I did not break. I rose.